morning. I'm prepping for work, but I realized I forgot to send y'all a video yesterday. I was like, oh, let me go ahead and do this thing. All right, so the year 1722, I have my spaceport. Once again, Thunroz, aka Mr. Johnson. Um, you can see that my capital is doing really well. It's producing uh, 62 science, 112 production, 16 culture. I don't produce hardly any culture at all. I get no bonuses. I don't get any help, So literally, I just have this little dinky thing. It doesn't do dick. But the story of the game, which is why I made the videos, I made Thank You Jesus. That's the capital. I explored. I had a feeling this was going to be a really nice science spot for me, and I was right. So Leave the Apples is my satellite. It doesn't have a lot of land. They moved in maybe a dozen turns or maybe 20 turns after I founded the city, and they ate up this stuff, which is what I kind of wanted, but that's all right. I became allies with them. I thought I had beef with them, but I became allies. But anyway, this became my number two city. Leave the Apples. 74 science. Not a lot of production, but that's all right. We wanted it for the science. And the story of the game was that I thought I was going to start over because not a whole lot of land. Uh, this whole area, the middle, was completely cut off. There was nothing I could do. And I was getting ready to found this city, Holy Names, and these motherfuckers over here, the Persians, attacked me. They had a city right here. Or no, they had a city. Here it is. You can see the ring. They had a city right there. Motherfuckers attacked me while I was beefing with some barbarians that were somewhere around here. So barbarians were on my doorstep. My warrior was hurt, and I'm not sure if I had a slinger yet. So they attacked. They chose the wrong moment. So they chose the right time. They chose the wrong moment because the barbarians attacked them. So while my warrior was healing, like right there, this became the battleground. Like all this shit right here. The barbarian horsemen, barbarian, warriors, all the motherfuckers. So then I had my slinger, took these bitches out, took out the barbarians. I still couldn't destroy the encampment. So then another wave of Persians came over. Where is it? Another wave of Persians came over. And remember, I can't see all of this because it's too far away. So they crept up through and they had another wave. But by then, I had at least two slingers. I probably had three because of this city up here. And it didn't know about that city, right? So I had troops coming down, helping out. I had at least two warriors by then. I destroyed the encampment that was somewhere right here. Can't remember where, but one of these three. Took out the motherfuckers that rode through. I forget. It's the army unit with the chariot. They had the chariot. Then I said, I've had enough of your bullshit. I got archers. I came over here. I raised the city. I was like, that's enough. Fuck you. And by then, of course, I had a settler. Which found there. So there was a settler that had founded Holy Names, right? But I was working on another settler. This is the settling period, the colonization period. I said, well, shit, this is right next to a natural wonder. I just don't like the spot they chose. So I put mine right next to the river. Boom. This has become a very nice city. 21 science, 49 production, 11 culture. For me, 11 culture is not bad, right? By the way, 59 gold. Like this is, like you can see, I have a world wonder here. This has become a nice buffer city that is added to my science and to my coin. Holy Names, meanwhile, which was my number three city, or it's my second satellite, but my number three, or excuse me, it's my second satellite, but it's my third city. Just solid, 50 science, 48 production, just solid. When I needed help, that was the city that was doing stuff. So the city up north, Leave the Apples, that was my science city. I privileged that over everything. Holy Names, by contrast, when the capital couldn't do something, holy names did it. I started to move down south, and I thought I was going to get this area all down here. I didn't have time. I just ran out of time. Joy Abounds was my last city. There are no islands in this world. So the moment which I thought, you know, hey, we're going to start exploring and all that, I couldn't find anything, and I realized there are no islands, and that was disappointing. So my final city is making 31 science, 55 production, 61 gold, 7 culture. Um, and of course, and I have no resources whatsoever. Like I have no coal. I had to trade for coal. I have no oil. Um, but fortunately, I have this, and the only reason I have it is because I took that city, right? So now I have a resource that I wouldn't have had, so I can launch my spaceship or whatnot. But you know, oh, and by the way, forgot to mention, my last city. I don't really count this for some reason, but Hangmasa is the city. What is it? The hell, the Turkish? I think they're Turks. Let me see here. What the hell are they called? Ottomans. So the Ottomans had a, they posted the city right here, right next to my capital. They lost loyalty. I took it over, and this is turning into a solid, you know, unremarkable city. But an extra 30 science per turn doesn't hurt at all. And that also reminds me, I'm friends with them, so I'm cool. But um, I wanted to found city down here, but there was a barbarian camp somewhere around here, and both the Persians and myself were at war with them for, you know, maybe 50 years or so. It was just ridiculous. I couldn't bring a settler down. So they, at some point, they went in and killed it, and so they built this southern area, and so I wasn't able to spread down the coast, which is also a shortcoming of only focusing on the coast. You need to build the interior. So I was very fortunate that these dumbasses went to war with me, because now I'm able to, I mean, I probably saved my game. A game that I was like, oh, okay, this looks like a good map. It suddenly turned against me because I couldn't move. Like, if you don't have this city state here, I probably have a city right there, but you do. So I was like, okay, well, there are other interior spaces I can move into, but I can't move north. I would lose loyalty, and that's why these motherfuckers are able to spread. And I couldn't move southeast because that's where the Persians were. I didn't expect to have. I mean, this is an early war. They declared war on me early. I did not anticipate that. So I was fortunate to flip on them, get aggressive, and that may have saved my game. I think I'm number 1 in science. No, I'm number 2 in science. But the Mongols don't have. Yeah, they're at 301, but they don't. They're not engaging me in the space race yet. So where am I? Thank you, Jesus. Yep. So I will be working on the launch Earth satellite in about 6 turns. And after that, I'm not going to get to Eureka. That's all right. But in about 6 turns, I'll work on the Earth satellite. I already got one of the great scientists, and I'm aiming for another. But yeah, this is good. This is a good. I haven't hit the 19th century yet. I'm still in the 18th century. I'm at a good pace right now. I'm feeling good. I have a shot. I don't know what's going on with culture. I don't know if someone's going to win with religion. But in terms of the science victory, I am ahead. But anyway, I just want to give you all that update. Let you know how things go.